Everybody get up.
Yes, pretty and colorful.
Welcome to Body Shop TV. My name is Shella.
And I'm the Body Mechanic NYC.
Happy Mother's Day, Body Mechanic.
Thank you, Chella. Happy Mother's Day to you, too.
Thank you, thank you. I'm excited for today's show. We have some awesome women on our panel today. And women go through a lot. Mothers go through more. And I just wanted to identify some women that have gone through some stuff and are here to talk about it. So we're going to have an awesome, awesome show today. I thought last night was great, Body Mechanic, our show on the radio.
I'm sorry, I'm mesmerized.
Oh, stop. Come on, concentrate. Concentrate.
Oh, the show was awesome,
Wasn't
Chella.
it? It was very, very tight.
But only because you were there.
Thank you, Body Mechanic. Father, look at you everywhere. We talked last night about, we talked on the wellness side.
I talked about...
Oh, the liver, fatty livers.
Yeah.
Very, very important. And we also talked about love at first sight.
No, first bite.
Sight. I kept saying it. No, it's not the same thing. It's different.
Bite and sight is the same thing.
No,
you just bite with your eyes.
Oh, MG.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes, love at first sight.
Love at first sight.
Right. Can you be in love the first time you see someone?
Right. And it was a great conversation.
That was interesting. In fact, we would love for our beautiful people on the panel to talk about this.
Yes, we will. We'll talk. We'll get their opinion.
That.
We had one caller that called in last night that said she thinks that it's lust at first sight, not love.
And then I was questioning what's lust.
Right. It was a great exchange.
I think that's just hardwiring.
It was a great exchange last night.
Yeah. And I talked about on the wellness side, I talked about the fact that if you want to clean up your body, if you want to be healthy, you have to clean your body up first. You can't walk into a room full of trash and just start throwing good things in there. You got to clean it out first.
Yeah.
And then once it's clean, then you put the good stuff in, and then it looks beautiful. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a body mechanic.
So, Body Mechanic, I want everyone to be, remember on Monday, what is it, May
19th.
May 19th is our Touch Sensorium.
I think you need some watermelon.
I think so too.
Yes.
Speaking
Lycopene
of watermelon,
is good for the memory.
Well, listen, our Touch Sensorium is a monthly wellness networking event that the Body Mechanic and I host every month, where we invite the public to come in and get touched. We're both body workers. We give free massages, free veggie juicing, free wellness modalities. And this month, we're going to be inviting vendors to come in if they have a business they want to share. Vending tables are only $30. So mark on your calendar, Monday, May 19th from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Awesome Heels School of One, 203 East Pulaski Road in Huntington Station.
Lots of parking and also places for bicycles. However you get there, just get there.
That place is awesome.
It's awesome.
I love that building.
Are we going to have a drumming circle this time?
No, not this time. We're going to do it separately. Separately, Body Mechanic.
No drumming circle?
No, we don't. It's,
oh my God, we're
you know
connected
what?
by our African roots.
No, but listen, we could do it separately. I think the energy from providing love and massage is very different than having a drumming circle.
But I think it's great to take, okay, whatever.
Anyway, so Body Mechanic,
I'll bring my own drum.
Are you loving this watermelon? This is
oh my
special
God, and it's
watermelon.
got seeds in it.
Yes.
I just want to rub the seeds on my
Body
face.
Shop is now going to be providing seeded watermelon, and it's super, super sweet.
And why seeded over
Seedless.
Just remember, folks, in nature, if you don't have seeds, that means you can't reproduce. That means that the line dies. So when man thinks he's God, doesn't work. Things are already set up way before we got here. Get those watermelons. If they don't have seeds, they've been genetically modified in a lab, and your body does not recognize it. In order for you to change those seedless watermelons back to seeded, you have to stop buying those seedless watermelons. I guarantee you that space inside the supermarket is very valuable. If all those watermelons rot, they'll get what we want. We control the market.
Body Shop watermelons. Should we name that?
I feel like I want to chew the seeds.
I always chew the seeds. I never leave them out. They're good.
Watermelon makes me feel bold.
I break them up. I chew them. They're good.
They are.
Body Shop watermelons with seeds, $12. That's not bad.
And put seeds on them. God, in fact, the seedless ones look like little mutations are growing inside the watermelon. And a lot of them are not even, they don't even have red, they don't have lycopene in them. They're actually growing square watermelons.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
When they're growing, they put them in a tray that shapes them so they can ship more of them. Man is playing with nature. There's a reason round is the way things are supposed to be, round like us. I don't see square people. Right?
Round with dangerous curves.
Imagine if wheels were square.
So, by the way, I want to introduce our guest. I'm excited about our guest today.
I am.
Well,
I can't wait to get into this.
Let's ask him the secret question. You want to?
I can't wait to
Okay.
hear it. Oh my
So,
God.
beautiful ladies, why don't you introduce yourself one by one?
My name is Maxima Castro. I'm from Brentwood, New York.
Can you say your first name again?
Maxima,
Like the car.
like the car.
Maxima.
Yes,
That's cool.
like the car. I'm from Brentwood. I have 3 adult children. I work in the community. I'm a community advocate.
Okay.
I love what I do.
Awesome. Awesome. Welcome to Body Shop TV.
Thank you.
And you?
I'm Dorena Barksdale.
I bet you are.
Yes, I am. I work in the community as well. I'm a single mother with 3 kids, a woman in love with God.
Mm.
And I'm excited about being here and being invited. Thank you so much, Alicia. And I'm excited about your friend. He's fun.
You're just a little shy.
Yeah, a little shy. Welcome to Body Shop TV.
Thank you.
And you, beautiful?
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Jackson, and I'm the author of 7 Years of Silence, the book. And I work in the workforce profession, and I'm excited about being here.
Awesome. Welcome.
7 years of silence.
7 Years of Silence.
We'll talk about that.
Wow, that sounds enticing.
And you?
And my name is Diane Jackson, and I'm from Copeg. Work in the direct care field for the handicapped, and soon to retire.
Soon to retire.
Are you ready to
2
retire?
months.
I'm scared
Wow,
of you.
congratulations.
Yes.
So let me ask you ladies a question. Think of your favorite color and think of 3 adjectives as to why it's your favorite color. How that color speaks to you. 3 things. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue, and 3 things why.
Blue is serenity, and it's soothing to me. I like it. It's
Soothing?
Just, yeah.
Serenity.
Blue is serenity and
Serene, soothing.
serene, and it's why did I like blue? Because it for daylight and brightness.
Brightness.
Yeah,
Right.
the brightness of it. Skylight.
How about you?
Purple.
3
It's
things.
Beautiful, bold, and royal.
Mm.
Oh, that slipped, I'm sorry.
That was good.
Dorena?
I'm actually wearing those 2 colors, so I'm excited about them. Both the exact same reason. Purple is royalty, as well as blue. Blue is meaning you're walking in authority. You're taking authority over every situation of your life. And it brightens up the day, you know. It makes your day brighten. I like that.
Very nice. And Maxima?
I have 3 favorite colors, actually. I like blue, green, purple. And as I said, purple is royalty. It's bold as well. And it just reminds me of, you know, one of the colors of God, you know, that he, you know, royalty is part of his kingship, you know, part of his role, part of everything that he stands for.
And
Very
part
good.
of ours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So those words that you use to describe why you like that your favorite color reflects on how people view you. Food for thought. You like that?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
how you're
I like
perceived.
that.
That's how you're perceived by your environment.
I never thought of that.
All right, never thought of that. Very interesting.
So we asked you ladies to come because we all have a story to share. And the 4 of you have a very special story. So Maxima, if you want to begin to shed a little bit about your background.
Well, like I said, I have 3 children, you know, raised them mostly in the church. Right now they're a little bit, you know, away from it, but I guess the foundation has been set. My husband and I have worked hard, you know, to teach them about the Lord, you know, to put the Lord first. You know, and we've worked to make them God-fearing individual, people who care about other people. And I'm glad today that they are humble people, that they care about everybody else, that they care about some of the things that I do in the community. I love people. I love helping people because God has blessed me. A couple years ago, I was very ill, and I thought I was going to die. I remember getting down on my knees and praying and telling God, if this is my last day, I'm content. I'm happy because I'm going to go see the Lord. I'm going to go see you. But I want to finish raising my young child. She was 9, the youngest one. And I remember, I was telling Dorina about me going to heaven and speaking to God and Him giving me direction. And it was so beautiful. And I wanted to stay there. I wanted to stay there because I felt at peace. And I felt that that's where I belong. But He said, no, you have to go back. You have work to do. He sent me back to do things here in the community and to raise my daughter. My daughter is 23 years old now, and she's an adult. She's a good person. And He sent me back, and He's given me so much favor to work in the community. We started an organic garden. So when you were talking about seeds in the watermelon, I can identify with that. We started an organic garden. Dorina has been with us from day one. She's part of our group. And that garden is to help a lot of people who are ill, people who have cancer, because we want to plant a lot of superfoods there. So He sent me back and He said, you have a lot of work to do. And this is some of the work that I'm doing. I didn't know what He meant. I was just thinking mainly of finish raising my daughter. But He sent me back to do so many awesome things. And I thank Him for what He did.
That's awesome. And the illness that you had years ago, is it gone?
God said He was going to heal me from my head to my toes, and I feel great. I do have to maintain it. I have to take medication, but it's all organic stuff. It's vitamins. I don't take medication for anything. I exercise. I keep active. So as far as I'm concerned, it's gone.
Do you mind talking about the illness that you had, that you were diagnosed with?
I was diagnosed with lupus and then fibromyalgia, but I feel great.
Awesome.
I feel great.
You don't have symptoms anymore?
I don't see any. I don't see any at all.
Good.
I get up. You should see. Dorina could tell you. I work in the garden. I'm busy doing other things in the community. I work full time, so as far as I'm concerned, it's gone.
How large is your garden?
Oh, I don't know.
It's huge.
It's pretty big.
And it's where it's located at. That's what's so wonderful about it. Where it's located at is in an area, it's supposed to be a downtrodden area, an area which was formerly known as Regis Park, anybody that lives over in that area, which was gang-affiliated, drug-affiliated, gang-affiliated. And now to walk over there and see that they've changed the name to Brentwood Gardens to change the outlook on the community, as well as to see the work that the communities come together to do. That's the wonderful thing about it, and the food there is given away for free. So it's like to meet the need of a community, to meet the need of a community, not just spiritually, but also materially, and so we're excited about what God is doing in that area. We're excited about those that are coming in that area. And it was the reason why I asked Maxima to come today, because I really felt as though that God needed to shine a little light on her, shine a little light on her life, shine a little light on her labor. And so many times we're always promoting ourselves, but we're not promoting the sister or the brother next to us.
That's right.
And we're one community doing the same job, so it was important that she came with me today. She was with me during the hard stuff. She was with me when I was struggling with my kids, when I was 19, 20 years old, holes in my jackets. And she was there. She was right there with me. We were going to the same church. And she was there. She was there. She saw me struggle. I had the opportunity to go out and sleep around and do all these other things. But what happened is God sent mothers. God sent mothers to pour into us, to give us instruction, to give us direction. And there are so many times I could have just walked away. I could have ran away. I could have just got up and gone. But because of the community that I was in, though on the outside looking in, nobody wants to live in that community.
Right.
But God sent special people at that time in that season of my life so that I can keep my mind, because they were at one point going to try to diagnose me bipolar disorder. But let me tell you something. if God be for you, who can be against you? You know what I'm saying? And so I was surrounded by a group of women, Mother Johnson, Pastor Donald, and Jennifer Jackson. My parents, my mother, I love her dearly. Happy Mother's Day, Ma. If it's not for the community, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to keep the child going. It takes a village to keep you as you get to an adult, not to give up and give out and give in. And so I say today that the reason why I'm standing is not because of anything that I've done, but because of those who've been implanted in my life for that season, for where God has taken me to the next level.
Nice.
So that's what I'm excited about. I thought it was important. We can always push ourselves, but we should learn how to push each other.
That's right.
Yes.
You know?
All day long.
Amen.
Well, ladies, we're going to take a break right now, pay some bills. Body Mechanic, I have never seen you so quiet in the 6 months that I've known you. What's up with you?
He's taking it in.
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I need some more watermelon.
All right.
I feel like I'm drying out.
Watermelon.
Huh, what happened? Who?
We used to offer our guests some watermelon as
I
well.
don't know. They're doing much better than me.
Give us a call, join in our conversation, share some stuff that you've been experiencing.
And send me some tissues, please.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your #1 resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the #1 supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful framed prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I'm the Body Mechanic NYC.
Isn't this exciting, Body Mechanic?
I am excited.
I am so honored to have 4 special women with us to share their story. You know how many weeks I've been trying to get people to come and be on this show? So many women said, I want to, but I'm afraid of the camera. I don't know if I'm going to look good on screen. I said, it's not about that. It's about your story. And there are so many people out there that could relate to what you may have to share, and you could be healing someone else while they're sitting at home.
Absolutely. But people don't understand it. People are not used to being on the skillet. I mean, don't even try it, Chella.
What? What?
You have a whole production team around you.
Listen.
Yo, don't even
No, okay. No. I have to defend myself.
You know what? If the eyelash is not bad,
I have to defend myself. First of all, and I've said this before, my eyebrows and my eyelashes are very thin. They don't pop. And on camera, I wear makeup. I put eyelashes on so they could pop.
Do you know what, Chella? When you open your mouth, people see you less and they just hear your soul.
I know that, Body Mechanic.
Because 100 years from now, they won't remember your eyelashes.
No, they will. They'll remember these.
Yeah, no, they won't.
Yes, they will, too. Won't they remember these?
When you think back about people that you met in your life, you really don't remember their physical attributes. You remember how you felt when you met them.
Right, that's true.
And if they made you feel good, you can't wait to be back around them. Yes. And that stays with you until the final moments.
Yes.
How you look means nothing. And you know what's interesting? Women spend half their lives looking at themselves in the mirror, looking for flaws. And I always tell them, mirrors and your eyes.
I don't look for flaws. I enjoy what I see.
And you know what's interesting is this. First of all, in your environment, a woman will spend on average, 25 to 45 minutes looking 18 inches away from the mirror. And most people never even get that close on you to look for that. And when most women look in the mirror, the only thing they look at is what's wrong with them and not what's right about them.
Not me. I'm the exception.
Oh my God, I got to fix that.
I'm the exception. Body Mechanic, pay attention.
I am. I'm sorry.
All right. So.
Okay. Go ahead.
So once again, our touch sensorium is Monday, May 19th.
Oh, see, she needs more light.
May 19th from 7 to 10 p.m. at Heal School of One, 203 East Pulaski Road in Huntington Station.
I hope you all are coming.
Yes. And if anyone has a business they want to show off their wares, there are tables available for only $30. That's $10 an hour.
When is the last time you had a massage?
I had one in April. And then I couldn't move. That wasn't such a good massage. It was nice while it was happening, but then I was in pain.
Where'd you get it at?
Right after Spa Castle. And
how'd you feel during the massage?
I felt good.
Well,
at first, I felt kind of funny because it was a man. And I'm like, okay, nobody has given me a massage in years other than my husband. And I felt funny. But after a while, I was like, ooh. It felt good.
Oh, my God. I want to say something about that. It wasn't the massage. It was the fact that you were uncomfortable with a stranger touching you. And what you did was you made your body hypertonic.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is once you get over that, the massage is awesome for your body.
So as a Mother's Day gift from the Body Mechanic and I, we're giving you all full body massages. And please take a flower for Mother's Day.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
But you have to call, make an appointment.
Okay.
We do this often. No one ever calls. They punk out.
No, I don't call.
Diane said, oh, no.
Right. Yeah. How about you? When's the last time you had a massage?
I took my mother and my sister about a month and a half ago just to have some quality time with them. It was good.
Did you have a massage?
I didn't have a massage. I had a facial.
Okay.
Okay, but that's a face massage.
I'm a little funny about people touching me.
Isn't this interesting?
Why?
I don't know. I'm just like, I have this thing about if you're not in my circle and I'm like this, the only person really should be touching me should be my husband. That's just me.
Oh, I can't wait to get through this in a sec. How about you? When's the last time you had a massage?
In 2011, I was on a cruise ship.
2011. Lord have mercy.
2011. How about you, Diane?
How about you?
About 8 years ago.
Wow.
That
Looking
long.
forward to it.
I can't wait to share this. This is what's really interesting about your body. And above and beyond all the things of which your beliefs are and stuff, when you don't get touch, or touch validates you, it connects your body with your brain. If a baby is born and does not receive touch, within 8 weeks that baby will die. It is vital for you. And you see how she talked about the massage. She blamed it on the massage, that the massage wasn't good, right? But it was actually her tightening up her body. Literally, she had tightened her whole entire body. It probably took her about 30 minutes even to start to even feel the massage. Because the whole time she was thinking about, that's not my husband. What's up with that person touching me? She was still laying there. So it's all a learning process. It is vital to your existence. When you have trauma in your body, massage can actually allow you to release the trauma. So it's all in education. That's what it is. You know, we've been taught a lot of things, and a lot of times people just don't understand the word touch, but it's vital. Animals do it on a regular basis. Primitive animals, lions, tigers, and bears, they all massage and nuzzle each other. It's nature.
That's true.
They all do that.
Yeah.
They all do that. And think about your baby. Didn't you massage your baby?
Oh, absolutely.
So don't you need it too?
I do. And I'm going to make the time.
And I can tell you
to
something.
make the
I would
call.
love for
Good.
y'all come
Please
to a
do.
massage. You come to a touch sensorium. They're only like 5 to 7 minutes. But you are going to leave feeling really, really good and understand the power of touch. It really is important. Because when you don't get touch, things stay in your body that are not supposed to. It relaxes your
I
brain.
feel like I'm in school here.
It increases blood flow. It stimulates your lymphatic system, which moves toxins out of your body.
Which is very important.
Yeah. It allows you
Yes.
to be present.
So we have another beautiful woman who's going to join us right now.
We do?
So we're going to take a break real quick and have her join the couch. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this, you'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! It's like I don't. Power.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice Body Spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power! Oh, Spice Body Spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power!
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
All I can see is my lips.
Wow, Body Mechanic, we were on TV and did that. How cool is that? Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the body mechanic, and I ran out of watermelon.
We did.
Well, I have some seeds here.
I have some more at home, though.
Okay, cool.
So we are back with these beautiful women who have a story to share on our special Mother's Day show. We want to welcome Teresa Ward. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Teresa, why don't you give us a little background about you and why you're here with us today?
Hold,
you can take it.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, my background is I started a cleaning business 21 years ago, and at that time I had 3 small children, and I somehow managed to grow that business and raise those children at the same time, and now they're working for me. So it's been a great story, and I don't want to waste a lot of time here. Are we passing it on, or
no? They're not wasting time.
Okay,
no, that's why you're here.
Okay, well, as I said, I started the business 21 years ago. I have 3 children, and I did it in 3 years. I got married at 28, I had my first child at 29, my son, and then at 30 I had twin girls. So I was all wrapped up, all done at that point. At that time I wanted 5 children. I don't know what I was thinking, but I had 3, and I, as I said, I started a business by myself, and now it's grown into one of the largest cleaning companies on Long Island.
That's awesome.
And we do a lot of nonprofit work. We do Cleaning for a Reason, where we clean homes for women undergoing cancer treatment free of charge. And we just started Cleaning Angels USA, where we go in and clean for anyone with any type of debilitating disease who cannot clean their homes themselves and don't have the funds to do it. So we give back a lot to the community, and we have a great time doing it.
Teresa, the Cleaning for a Reason, is it only for women who are diagnosed with cancer?
Yes.
No other illness?
Right. Cleaning for a Reason is just for women undergoing cancer treatment.
Okay.
And that's why we started Cleaning Angels USA. So it could be more diverse and we could help more people out there.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. So is this Mother's Day special to you for any other reason?
Well, yes, I found out that I'm going to be a grandma.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations. So my son, who has been with the girl for a few years, she has a 4-year-old son who is like my grandchild, but now she's having my son's baby. And so we're very happy about it. And we know it's a girl. So we're going to have a girl.
Girls rule.
No
yeah,
doubt. They do. I know, I have 2 of them. Sometimes they rule. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt. But what are you going to do?
That's awesome.
Yes. Something. And I want to tell everybody about Teresa's Family Cleaning is doing a Mother's Day special. All right. You could submit a 250-word essay on why your mom should be the greatest mom, the super mom of the year. And if you win, you'll get 2 hours of free cleaning and an hour of massage. I don't want to steal those massage coupons you got going. And second place winner will win a 1-hour cleaning and a $50 gift certificate to restaurants.com. And then the final winner will receive a $50 gift certificate towards cleaning services. So write your essays, get them in. They're due by May 16th. And you could be a winner and go out, get your house clean while you're getting that massage.
Oh, that's nice. Very
Thank
nice.
you.
And when do they send the when did they send the essay to?
Well, www.teresasfamilycleaning.com.
teresasfamilycleaning.com. That's great. Very good. And how far, how wide do you go on Long Island?
Oh, we cover Suffolk and Nassau.
Okay, so all of Long Island.
Yep, the Hampton, Suffolk, and Nassau counties.
Very good.
Yes.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So, Jacqueline, you're here with us today for a special reason.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day to
Thank you.
everybody. In 1996, I was diagnosed with AIDS. And throughout that period, the beginning years, I felt that the church really had turned its back on people who were diagnosed with AIDS. The church had become very silent.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being on my bed, and I wasn't feeling very well. I was watching a Feed the Children program, and they were talking about the abandoned baby centers that they have in some of the African countries, where mothers would lay their babies along the road, hoping that someone would pick them up, and those mothers were diagnosed with AIDS. And so they Feed the Children established the abandoned baby centers. And I remember thinking about, wow, it's a shame how the church has turned its back on people with HIV and AIDS. And I really felt an unction, and I felt that I heard a voice say, you're right, you've been silent for 7 years. And so through that process, I have written a book called 7 Years of Silence. There were some churches who were very faithful and diligent, and pastors that I know and praying for me, but I was misdiagnosed initially with sarcoidosis.
Mm-hmm.
And so people seemed more accepting of that diagnosis.
Of course.
Than when and you know, Alicia, because you've been out there for a long time. And so the book is really written not to bash the church or clergy, but it's written to be an echo for the Center for Disease Control, and also it echoes the warnings of the Bible. It does really focus on abstinence a lot, and not just abstinence concerning, most people think that when you're diagnosed with HIV or AIDS, it has to do with sex or those kinds of behaviors. But it talks about abstinence in a lot of areas. Health, abstaining from the wrong kinds of food, abstaining from bad choices that you know are going to leave negative consequences. It focuses on enlightening people who don't know anything about HIV and AIDS, or people who are living with that kind of diagnosis. It encourages anybody who's dealing with a debilitating, deteriorating condition, and it exalts the Most High God. Because had it not been for the people in my life, thank God for my children. I have 2 beautiful daughters, and my third one, I call my youngest baby. She's not my natural daughter, but I've taken her in like a daughter. That's my fear mama. Jasmine and Jana are my daughters. And I thank God for my son-in-law and for my sisters. I have 5 beautiful sisters.
Wow.
Yes. And very encouraging family, non-judgmental. So without their love and support, and without the Lord on my side, and my sister said earlier, if God be for you, who can be against you? And I say, if God be for you, it doesn't matter who's against you. And so it wasn't something that I was proud of or excited or, really wanting to write, but I felt it was very necessary, because sometimes when people know you and they can put a face with what you're going through, it hopefully helps to dispel the stigmas associated with HIV and AIDS, and also the discrimination that a lot of people face. I belong to a lot of different organizations, and watched a lot of people suffer in silence, right to their deathbed, and especially people who were raised in the church, ashamed to go to their pastors and their spiritual leaders. I thank God for my pastor, Apostle Ronald Anthony Price, my father's house in Hempstead. And I know Ma Price is watching, so shout out to Ma Price. Now that I've gotten all of that covered. So that's what the book is about. It's not a church bashing, bashing any pastoral authority, but it's really an encouraging work. And so you can get it on ZulonPress.com, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Also, it's on Kindle. You can get the Kindle download. My email address is 7yearsofsilence, like the title of the book, at gmail.com.
Jacqueline, in the book, do you talk about how you contracted the virus?
I do.
You want to talk about it?
Probably through sexual activity. I wasn't an IV drug user, I didn't have a blood transfusion. So it was probably more of that kind of behavior. But more importantly than that, because I do talk about, a lot of people initially ask that, well, how do you think that you contracted it? And I, especially my doctors, and I think that even sometimes when people ask that, depending upon what you answer, is going to leave you open to stigmas and discrimination.
That's right.
And so for me, it wasn't really, because I was married for 21 years, almost 25 years. My husband was an IV drug user for 17 years. I didn't know that before I got married. I knew that he had a drug history, but I didn't find out about the 21 years of IV drug use, heroin addiction, until he was testifying about something in church one day, and he gave that testimony, and that's when I found out about it. I never asked. I knew that he had alcoholism as his quote-unquote first choice of drug, but when I met him, he was clean. And you know what? We decided that it didn't matter because we both came to the marriage with a past. And so it didn't matter. What mattered was what were we going to do to combat this and to go on and live a life for our children. I do have 2 step-grandchildren. And so that was the focus. And what could we do? Because prior to being diagnosed, he and I, we spent a lot of days going to the hospital, visiting people who had HIV or AIDS, visiting a lot of people who were on their deathbed. And I remember I bought him a hair clipper set for Christmas one year. And he used that set to go and cut the guy's hair, because back in the early 90s, the hospital staff didn't want to touch you if you had HIV. And so we would go and visit some of the men, and they would have long beards and mustaches, and they wanted to be groomed and shaven. And also they didn't do that too readily because they could get cut. And so as not to promote the spread of infection, that was another reason why they didn't groom them that often. And so that's what we did, and we didn't think about, I could have contracted it that way. I don't know. It wasn't important to me. And it's really not important now because I don't see myself as living with AIDS. I see myself as living with an AIDS diagnosis because once you're diagnosed, you always have that diagnosis. But I believe that I'm healed. I don't have any secondary infections, no side effects of anything. I do believe in taking medication, although I have not been the best patient. But I'm getting better.
Well, Jackie, I applaud you for stepping up and writing a book on this issue. As you know, my background is as a health educator for HIV/AIDS, and my family has been affected by it. My brother died in '88 from AIDS, and I'm quick to be behind a mic and talk about the virus because when was the last time you saw a red ribbon? People don't talk about it anymore because they're ashamed of it. And I've been doing this work for over 20 years. The faces are the same, and the attitudes and denial are at the same level. And it's very sad. And while these attitudes and denial are so high, the numbers are rising at the same time.
They are. They are.
Especially among black heterosexual women and our seniors. So for all of us who are listening, for all of us who are here today, educate yourself if you're not up to par, and be a beacon, be a voice in your community and in your family. Because it's very real, and it's not going away.
And I also want to say, not only are the numbers rising concerning HIV, but also syphilis. I was on a panel last Monday, and I learned from a health educator from Nassau County that syphilis, new cases, not existing cases, new cases of syphilis and gonorrhea are on the rise, especially in Long Island. And so we really have to stop, think about the consequences and the rippling effect of our actions. And more than that, through the years, I've learned truly who I am. We have to think about who we are. We talk about God. We talk about our Father, who is the source of everything. And we have to realize that He lives on the inside of us. Our spirits are joined with His. And so when we know truly who we are, it will cause us to change our behavior.
That's right. But Mechanic, why don't you talk to Jacqueline about Dr. Sebi?
Oh, I'm familiar with him.
Oh, you are?
He's from one of the islands, but he has
Honduras.
a business.
From
Right,
Honduras.
Honduras. Right, yes.
That's
He
where
was
Left
curing
Eye
AIDS
was.
back in the 70s. And the AMA went after him. And he won
he
in the
won,
appellate court
yes.
because it is curable. It's a virus. And the body's always trying to cure itself. It's just that when they use interferon and things, it just keeps it at bay but never cures it. I mean, and that pertains to any type of disease. But just to touch base on one of the things you said about contracting it, I remember about 10, 12, maybe 15 years ago, I was watching a very late documentary. And there's a lot of mystique around the disease. Even back at the turn of the 20th century, there were companies that were transporting drugs with the AIDS virus in it. I won't get into particulars like that on the show. And they also caught, there were 8 or 9 men who were chemists, and they were infecting water systems with the AIDS virus.
Wow.
You know, it's about education. A lot of times when people act the way they do, it's pure ignorance. So the book is definitely a must, and people need to be educated about themselves. They really need to check themselves.
Yes.
Because it can happen to anyone.
That's right. Know your status.
And if you create mystique around the disease, that's what happens. And that pertains to everything. So kudos to you and what you're doing. I'm just so honored to meet you and to meet all of you, actually. This is, I just can't even talk right now. I'm so excited and just and overwhelmed with emotion. So
We're going to take a break right now. Give us a call, join in on our conversation, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. Find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Dad, where do babies come from?
Well, there's Dad's big, shiny rocket ship. That's right, it's filled with babies. Babies of all kinds. And when the shiny rocket ship penetrates, Mommy and Dad goes, and when the time is just right, there's a space launch.
All systems go.
Babies of all kinds. Released all over the place. Yeah, Africa. Mommy's Babylandia. That's right, it's filled with babies. After an amazing 9 months, babies. And that, son, is where babies come from.
But Jake said babies come from
Planet. Baby Landia.
You go,
play
Wheels on the bus.
wheels on the bus
Go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the Body Mechanic NYC. Feeling very emotional today. Okay.
It's all good.
I love our panel.
Me too.
Y'all are awesome. Everybody's awesome, but y'all especially because y'all are close. I feel the vibration.
So, Diane, you and I know a particular pastor, and I had a conversation with him recently, and I told him we were doing this show today. And this show is very special to me. And he said, I know someone that I would love to reach out to, and she'd be awesome. So welcome to Body Shop TV. And Diane, tell me your story.
Thank you very much for having me. And it is an honor to be here, especially around Mother's Day. And the fact that I'm 7 months in of losing a grandchild. That's what it's all about. But the thing is, I have 3 sons. I have 8 grands, well now 7, and 2 great-grands. And they love the Lord. You know, they sway, they go, but God reigns. He's king over their lives. And they're striving to do the right thing and live for him. What has happened is my youngest son, he had a daughter, my Crystal. I had her for 3 years, and then I returned her home. When I returned her home, she went into an environment that was very volatile, okay? And it was not good. She was taken out of the home and put into another supposedly safe haven, which is questionable because Crystal would call me all the time, every week. Hi, Grandma, I love you. You know, and she'd sing to me, and I'm like, oh, God, this girl cannot sing. But she loved to sing and act and dance. And at the end of every conversation, I would say, Crystal, Grandma loves you so much, but Jesus loves you more. And she's like, yeah, yeah. But the thing about the whole thing is why I feel honored to be on here, your show today, is to tell grandparents and parents out there, those telltale signs are there. We just overlook them, and it's so important. Crystal going from bright to shy and withdrawn, and then acting out, and I'm like, oh, she's just acting out. She's 10, going on 11, and running away from home, and a lot of things that were going on, and I'm like, how can I work with this? You know, you pray about something. It's a good thing to pray, but what do I do? So I made calls that she could be removed from the home because it had to do with her home environment and being abused. And so she was moved. But my son comes back into her life. They're about to get back together. It's been 3 months with him. She spent July, August, September, and October, the very 1st of October, with her dad. 4 visits. They became very close. They went to the mall, and she was like, Grandma, my dad is home now. I'm going to be with him. And we said, yeah, in time, we just have to do things according to the rules. And so it was said, you need to go to church, and we're going to thank God for Daddy coming into your life, and you guys are going to be together. And he would talk to her every day and took her to the mall, did things. And then I got a call. She sang to me that week.
Hey, hold on, honey. Welcome to
TV. Yes, I'm trying to get you on the computer here, but I can't.
Sounds like Powhatan.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yes, but at the end, when they were to come together, she called me that day, and I said, Crystal, I love you so much. Jesus loves you more. And just be patient, you know. We're so proud of you. You're doing good, you know. Beautiful young girl, 12, tall, good mind, bright. My daddy's home, all excited. And this is where I had a problem and came into questioning. Why this? Because an incident happened. Crystal got upset, and she talked to my son, and he says, Ma, she was a little upset when I talked to her. And I said, she'll be okay. You'll talk to her tomorrow, let her rest. But they go in to check on her. The girl is gone, okay? And they say it's attempted suicide, but it's under investigation. So we don't really know, because there was so many other things going on with things that were going on. So for that reason, it was so traumatic and so sudden. And I'm like, how can this happen?
Hold on, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Welcome to Body Shop TV.
Hi, yes. Is this like for comments and questions?
Yes, can I ask you to hold on for a second?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, honey. Continue, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so just to the bottom line, this is an opportunity to reach out, to tell, you know, people that you need to get into your loved ones' heads, these kids. It's not just talking. You got to communicate and really get in their heads. Abuse is something sometimes I find, like with Crystal now, she hid it, you know, and I don't know if she felt she was a cause or whatever that their reasoning is, but you have to communicate where they can feel they can come to you and talk to you. So we're speaking out. As we speak, we're trying to get together a non-for-profit to give to group homes and families that have problems with their children, and advise them with numbers to call for help. Because my family, you know, I try to be the strong one, but I know I pray, and I go with the scripture in Isaiah, the 26th third, that says, Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on him, because he trusteth in him. So I got God to get me through, and then with Pastor Roy, he's there if I need him to talk to. So we have to reach out, and you have to let people know. You're not in this by yourself. These kids are going through, and the telltale signs are there with the running away, spending the night out, a lot of little things that could have been, you know, looked into that I didn't see. And so, you know, I reach out to others now that might have a need. The hurt is there, and now I'm working with my son. And I say, what kind of God do we serve that lets you come home and spend 4 times with your daughter to hug her and smell her and get her hair done and buy her a beautiful dress, you know? So you got a chance to love her. And for that reason, God knows best, you know?
Well, we are very sorry for your loss, Diane.
Yes. Thank you. Sorry.
We have a caller.
Yes.
Caller, welcome to Body Shop TV.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I had a comment for Jacqueline Jackson.
Yes.
Okay. That's my mom. I'm her oldest daughter, and I just wanted to say I'm really proud of you, and I love you.
Aww,
You're like making me really, really, really super proud. And happy Mother's Day to you and all the ladies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Jazz.
Thank you so much
Love
for
you too,
calling,
babe.
honey.
You're welcome. No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was sweet. So, Diane, your granddaughter, oh, boy. Welcome to Body Shop TV.
Hi. I have a question.
Okay.
Well, first off, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to everybody. And I also wanted to know, earlier you had mentioned about the enema. with the bipolar, and I was wondering, like, does that really work? Like, I've seen actually shows on that.
Yeah, well, what happens is the liver does over 450 functions in the body, and there's a lot of things that we do that suppress liver function. And everything that we eat, providing, should be clean, but that's not what's happening in this country. So when those residual compounds rest in the liver, it creates a lot of problems, especially issues with your brain, internal chemistry. And what they found is that back in actually 1915, 1916, 1917, they were actually curing bipolar disease literally with coffee enemas because they were cleaning up the liver. And then when you take and add minerals to the body, you actually help the body to prosper and have all the organs do their proper functions. It's just that simple.
So it's not dangerous, right?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no.
As a matter of fact, what we're going to do, I mean, today is Mother's Day. I mean, we're going to continue with the show, but we're going to create a show we can have more extensive, details talking about coffee enemas. We've done a couple of those on the show.
And got yelled at.
But at the end of the day,
Wait, what do you mean, like you keep the enema on the show? Wait, what?
Yes. In fact, we'll put the link, we'll hyperlink it and put it on the show so that you can take a look at it. But the deal is,
and then I just have another question, if I may. The Mother's Day contest for Teresa's Family Cleaning, like, how do they determine who the winner is?
Well, we have 3 judges who will read through it, and we will decide who submitted the best application, and then we will let them know.
All right. Thank you. And you guys have a great Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling.
Bye-bye. We're going to take a break right now, and I have so many questions for all the ladies on the panel. And please, I encourage you to call in, share with us. We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hot air and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with that computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the very shy body mechanic.
You are not the shy body mechanic. You're not
I am. Only when it comes to matters of the heart, I'm shy, but everything else, I'm bold.
No, you get shy when there's a bunch of women around.
A bunch of hot women. Yeah, you're right. Makes me want to shake my pollen. Oh,
So, ladies, you all have shared your story, and I just want to thank you, number one. Number two, if you have anything else that you want to share, please just jump in and let's just have a conversation. You know, feel comfortable. You're in our living room.
Is the sofa comfortable?
Yes.
Very comfortable.
Awesome. We picked it out just for y'all.
I have a question for Diane. So your granddaughter, you said, is still under investigation. Her death is under investigation. She was hung or she was murdered?
Hung. She was found tied, hands, throat, and feet in the closet.
And they're saying that it was suicide.
Attempted suicide.
So that seems hard to
but
believe.
Under investigation, because yes, it's very hard to believe. The detective says it sounds almost impossible. You know, so we don't know.
Are they getting close? Have they given you any leads?
The last thing was there was 2 suspects, and there was a lot of questioning. It is out of state, so maybe they move slower than New York would. So the questions are there, but the thing is, the family had to seek counseling and help to kind of pull in some of these questions and the rationalization of it. I've come to grips with it that, however it is, I like to think that she had a chance to make peace, and she's with the Lord. You know, that's I believe that because this happened on Saturday and she was pronounced on Monday.
I have a question. Is it all right if I
Yeah,
ask a
absolutely.
question? I just wanted to touch on the place of abuse, because I believe that the abuse was going on for a little while.
Yes.
Anybody who's been involved in abuse will realize that it's kept silent for a long time. I'm speaking from personal experience. And when you're in an abuse situation, if you don't have the right people around, and this, what I've noticed what she said is she heard it on the phone. She heard it while she was speaking to her, and that she called. It's just unfortunate that it wasn't caught in time enough. And unfortunately, she was going through that process of abuse for a minute. You know, it sounds like to me. And the only reason why I'm saying that, I'm a single mother with 3 kids. I was in a physical and an emotional abuse relationship. And I just want to say this because there's something that you said, that a lot of times as Christian folks, that there are a lot of things that are kept silent in the body of Christ. And I too have started writing, but I haven't finished because every time I begin, there's a deliverance that begins to happen for me. And what happened was, it was like we were Christians. We young, married at a young age, you know, and then you don't learn stuff until you're actually living with that person. And you don't understand that once you're there, because of everything that you've always been taught, you stay until the end. You understand what I'm saying? And so when you're in an abusive relationship, when you're in a place where you're by yourself and you're being abused, you keep a lot of things silent. And I really believe that that's what happened. That abuse has to be exposed. Someone has to open up their mouth and they have to say something. There is freedom, but you got to want freedom. It's unfortunate in the situations that are going on nowadays, especially with our children, their voice is not being heard. And that was the situation that was happening in our area, Brentwood Central Islip, North Bay Shore. The children's voices at this time in the season, their voice is not being heard. They need to be heard. Everybody's speaking for them, but nobody's allowing them to speak.
Yep. What is it? What is the term they use? Be seen and not heard.
Exactly.
And that's garbage.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think it's very important, and I'm glad that you said something, but when you're in an abusive relationship, you don't realize that. I had strong people around me, people that were willing to pull me out. You was a strong grandmother, you're willing to pull her out. But we have to pay attention to our children. We have to keep our ears open. We have to pay attention. Yes. And the reason why so many of our kids are falling on the wayside.
That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
And I
so
want
many
to
of
also
them.
add that we have to realize that abuse is very subtle. It's very subtle. It starts, first of all, the abuser generally gains the trust in a deep way of the person being abused. And then they isolate. Systematically isolate you from your support systems.
Well, that happens in a lot of relationships in general.
Yes,
yes.
Sure. And not just children, a
Yeah.
lot of adults, especially women.
You can't have
and
any friends.
Then,
you can't have.
You know, sometimes you feel very trapped. You know, there's a term that we used to hear, pregnant and barefoot.
Right.
And a lot of times you feel trapped. You're not working a lot of times. You're you know, the result of poverty, and you really are made to feel like there is no help for you, that nobody's going to come to your aid.
But we look at the background of that and we see that there is a mindset that is put into place.
Right, and that's what I'm talking about.
The body mechanic there said, fear is a human word that was made up to keep us in a place where we feel like we're closed in. Fear also stands for false apparent evidence appearing real. We've heard that in times past. But what happens is that, again, Maxima said it, we need to be educated. And we are not educated. And so you can have the prison's doors open for an individual to get out, but they got to be desirous to get out. Their mindset has to, because they're in prison here, regardless of what the outside situation is, it doesn't show. You know, they can see that the doors are open, but if they're in prison here, they can't get out. And so a lot of that takes, again, we go back to community, community for our children, community for an individual. It always go back to the core of the family. And family sometimes doesn't necessarily mean it's the people that you're living with or the people that you grew up with. Sometimes family means those that God will bring from the outside in to help liberate you from where you are.
It's not about blood. It's about community. We're all family.
That comes with education. And I'm so glad, you know, I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your granddaughter, but I think it's important in this season that the mouth is open for the children because we are losing them on the wayside. We are losing so many of our children because they do not have their voice open. Again, when you talk about the spirit of abuse, abuse causes you to want to shut down and turn in and not say anything to anybody. I can say that because on the outside looking in, I look like I had it going on. But when I got home, I used to be walking on pedestal because I never knew what was coming the next day. I never knew how he was going to be when he came in the next day. And so I had to hide that from my mom. I had to hide that from my friends. I had to hide that from everyone. I would go to work with black eyes and have my face covered up with makeup just so nobody could see the outside marks. But I was being abused on the inside. I was being abused on the inside. And so I could sit here today and say that when he walked away, God removed him out of the way. He needs prayer. God gives me a heart to pray because we got to remember, if we don't forgive, we still in prison.
And you also will rot inside.
Exactly. And that also brings on sickness.
Yep,
that's right. It's like rotten.
Oh, girl, you're making me vibrate over here. Give some water on me.
That brings on sickness. And you fail to realize because you're holding on to all this stuff and you can't understand, oh, I got a headache. My back is hurting. I don't know why this is going on. Have you checked yourself? Have you checked the inner part of yourself? What are you holding on to? Sometimes people get cancer because they're holding on to unforgiveness.
That's right.
Sometimes people are sick and they can't get up out of the bed and they're getting certain diseases because you are holding on to something, and God wants you to be free. And the only way you're going to be free is that you got to surround yourself around people that's going to encourage, educate you, influence you, and bring you up to the next level and let you know you do not have to stay in that place where you at, but you could come out and you can be free. But there is a choice that we have to make as an individual.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's right.
I think also with abuse, silence, they choose silence over because they're
Yes, she
ashamed.
did.
It's ego. It's ego.
And I thought she was
Pure ego.
faulting herself. Maybe that's why you say, well, maybe I did something or it was my fault or something. And
I think we're easily also to judge.
Right, right,
and
right,
people
right.
feel judged, and that shame keeps them, and the fear of coming out and telling people what's going on. You're always going to feel that you should have known better.
Yes.
You're at fault. And even in the body of Christ, we are so critical and judgmental.
Yes.
And that has to change, because in the body of Christ, there's people going in there, sick people, trying to get healed. None of us are perfect. Once we get into that congregation, to that house of God that we call it, we forget that we were once.
That's right. That's right.
Where
That's
other
right.
people need to be
That's
healed,
right.
and we
That's
become
right.
critical, and we judge them and we look down on them.
You know,
That's right.
I just have to say something. Let me tell you, whether you're in the house of God or you're
Come
outside
on.
the house of God, let's just keep it right on the floor right now. The deal is, when you worry about what other people think about you, you're not living your life.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And let me share something else, because we talk about this quite frequently. When someone is sick, their mind is sick. They don't think like normal, rational people. So you have to understand that also. It's very important, because we work with a lot of people like that. And we try, and you talk to them like they're normal, but they're not.
Right,
And what happens is your brain chemistry changes, and it keeps you in that dungeon. So discussion and having open venues like this is the key, because everyone is affected by it, and everyone
That's
can
right.
go home with something.
That's
But you
right.
have to talk about it.
That's right.
And there's nothing worse than when I out and about and I see parents with a group of children, and the children are not talking. And the parents are like, wow, my job is, I've done my job because my child is.
State of ketosis.
And kids want to move and be alive. And when I see a 10-year-old sitting down like this, I'm like, oh my God, what they do to them to get them to do that?
Yep.
They're in fear.
Yes, yes.
And you know what fear is? Fear kills you slowly.
Yes.
We gotta take a break, buddy.
We do, because I need some.
I feel like we're in body to stop church.
I need to pour some power. Oh, can I get a witness? What's up?
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Stop the truck! Stop the truck! Thank you.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! I don't. Power!
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce dryer bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself. yourself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice Body Spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power! Oh, Spice Body Spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power!
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful frame prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I'm the pollinated body mechanic NYC, and we're going in.
You know, someone made a comment that we need to keep the subject on Mother's Day, and I just want to say that this is Mother's Day. No matter what we talk about,
that's what this
whatever
is.
we talk about under the sun is what mothers go through. It's reality.
Reality, and that's what we need to think about all the time.
It may not be your reality, but it is a reality for many, many people, especially women who are suffering in silence.
That's right.
Oh, hell no, I'm not changing the subject.
And it doesn't stop because it's Mother's Day.
That's right. It doesn't stop.
And this is what happens. We always want to go tiptoe through the meadow, and no one lives there.
That's right.
Yep.
And the people that pretend they're living there, they go home and they act like us.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Mother's Day is every day.
Oh, come on.
We'll have to cake and ice cream tomorrow. But at the end of that day, we're back to dealing with reality.
There's not a day that goes by that my mother, I don't hear her voice.
That's right.
I'm telling you. And
no
think
matter
about
how
it.
grown you are.
You have children. You don't get instruction manual. You wing it. You figure out the best way you can.
Especially when you're a young mother. You know, I'm grateful that I have a really strong support system. My mom was there. My sister. Have a great supportive family when I was a single parent. It's extremely hard. And so I look at what I went through. Could I do it again now? I don't wish on anybody. That's right. You know, if you're going to lay down with someone and show your body, be ready to be a woman and accept the consequences like you're supposed to. It's very, very hard. And these young girls are just giving it up very easily, not realizing at the end of the day that this is an 18-year commitment at the least, at the minimal.
And that's what I always talk about. You know, we talk about children having relationships and this is cute and that's cute. Let me tell you, no child is ready for a relationship. Most adults are not ready for a relationship.
That's right.
They don't even know themselves.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm 56 years old.
Still trying to figure it out.
Still trying to figure it out.
Telling you.
In New York, it's 21 years. You're
Yes.
financially responsible until the
21.
child is 21.
But think about it. You look at children, you look at 15, 16. What do they know about
they're not
themselves?
ready
They
at
don't know
21.
anything.
They're not ready at 21. So
But
it's a
there are hormone
lifelong-
things that are going on that are
Yes.
hardwired. And that goes beyond. I mean, we could talk about how they're supposed to act, but the body calls.
Right.
The body calls, and that goes way beyond common
But
sense
you know, in
and all
many
those
countries,
things.
you have girls that are getting, it's considered for them to be married by the age of 14.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so over in those countries, they're used to them doing that. But here, we're not used to that in America. They're married, having kids. By the time they're 20 years old, they got 2 kids, 3 kids.
That's
you know?
a fact. When I traveled, I learned that.
Yeah.
It was
And they
kinda
have
crazy.
different support systems. They have different
But also in those
support
cultures, they have their degrees by 15,
That's
16
right.
years old.
Yes, they do.
You know, they're financially.
We live in a whole different place
Yeah, the mindset
here.
is very different.
Or they marry older men who are
Right.
stable.
Right.
But even here,
That's
or stable and
Yeah.
controlled.
Yeah.
Even here in this country, though, in the
They marry
Jewish
a father.
community. A lot of the
Yes,
Jewish
that's right.
communities, they marry
They still
early.
do that,
And
they
the
have
whole
prearranged
community
marriages.
celebrates it.
Yeah. So
It's only our community where it's a lot of times, you know, people don't support it. They talk against it. And it's our community that you have the highest STDs and STIs, teen
right.
pregnancy, all of the quote-unquote social ills.
Because as a people, we are
disenfranchised.
and we're lovers. We bring, the women especially, we care for everyone else except for ourselves.
Right.
Oh, I talk about that all the time because here's the deal. It's not about being selfish. It's about self-preservation. Because if you're not okay, no one else around you will be okay. You have to make yourself a priority.
That's right.
You have to. You can't take care of a child if you're broken down.
That's right.
You can't.
Just
I mean,
like when you're on the airplane and they give you those instructions, if you lose oxygen, that thing comes down.
Secure yours first.
Your child's not going to save you.
That's right.
Oh, Mama! You got no hair! Help me, Jesus!
True.
Yeah, do you
And you know what
first.
else? It's easy to take care of everyone else.
Yes.
It's hard to be responsible for yourself.
That's right. And women, no matter how old we are, we have to learn that. We have to make ourselves a priority. I speak with women that are much, much older than I, 70, 77 years old, and they continually care for other people. I said, what about you? What have you done for yourself lately? And it's not important. You have to make it a priority.
But I think it's habit forming,
I
isn't
think
it?
once you become a mother, I think at first it made me feel like I'm being selfish because, you know, I have so much to give and not, what about me? I used to do this, I used to do that, I used to get this done. And now it's the kids and I'm being selfish. But I said, okay, I'll give them this length of time and then me. And this length of time comes and it's never you.
your
It's
time
then
never
the
gets there.
grand.
That's right.
And, you know, I'm like, oh, my day is coming, but
And you know what else? The other thing is this. We don't realize how incredible babies and children really are. They're not as weak as we think they are.
Yes.
Right.
If you don't believe me, just look in the wild and watch how the small babies take care of themselves. You just have to give them food. They learn from watching you. You can say a whole bunch of things, but what they're learning is your actions and how you are. They hear only 80%. They only hear 20% of what you say.
And they learn the good, the bad, and the ugly from you.
From your habits, not your words.
Yes.
People speak way before they open their mouths. It's our eyes that blind us.
So what are your plans for Mother's Day tomorrow?
I think maybe I'll just do some light gardening or just mull around the house. I have, you know, my daughters are probably going out with their friends, and my son's in West Virginia. So I'm going to make it a nice, quiet day at home.
All right. All right. How about you, Maxima?
Going to Brooklyn to spend it with my mother. She's 88 years old, and my siblings, and we cook. You know, we each cook a couple of dishes.
You gonna make some kale?
Are you making Caribbean food?
Yes.
What country are you from?
Dominican Republic.
Oh, no plátano, qué bueno. Arroz con gandules. Tení, ¿qué tú haces?
Arroz con gandules. Hacemos. We make chicken, of course. Pernil sometimes. We don't eat as we used to before. We're all older, so we can't take all of the fried foods and all
That's
of that
right.
anymore.
Yeah.
My mother can't. She's diabetic. She has heart disease as well.
You making totones?
She does. She still cooks. She's 88, but she still
Wow.
feels like, you know, she has to put. She does great collard greens. The best collard greens. I still can't make them like that.
Wow.
I have to get that recipe. But string
Nice.
beans, vegetables, meats, pasta, of course, you know, stuff like that. You know, but with a Dominican flair.
I wish I was going. How about you, Dorina?
Well, we're going to do it on my mom, you know, if she allows us to. I was trying to take her to a comedy night show tonight, and she just won't go, you know. So she's one of those moms that we were talking about. She'll do for everybody else, but she won't do for
How old is
herself.
she?
My mom is 60. We lost our dad about a couple of years back. And since then, she's been kind of like in a funk. So we're constantly trying to pull her out.
You have to hijack her.
Yeah.
You gotta like psych her out, tell you you're gonna do something, and like, oh, sorry.
I mean, she's still young.
Yeah, she's
very
very
young.
young.
Yeah, very young, very young. You know, so we're trying to just get her to refocus and recenter. So what we do is we just ambush her.
Good.
The grandchildren, the
Good.
kids, we come over there and we just love on her, you know, until she gets tired of us and then kicks her out.
Just throw her in a sack and throw her over your shoulder and take her somewhere.
Has she ever had a massage?
Yes, actually she has, but the issue with my mom, I took her for a massage the first time off Main Street at, what is the name of that place? It's right on the corner from the braid shop.
Oh, that white brick building?
Yeah, it used to be a bank.
Right. Are they very friendly there?
Yes, there's some people that are
Like,
very
y'all are
friendly.
so funny. You see what I mean? People don't have to use words. She was like, well, a whole bunch of changes there. We got it.
There's some people that's very friendly, yeah. You know, you're always going to walk into some establishments.
Right.
You know, they have a certain persona.
Right.
And you have to learn to look past that and just be who you are.
Right.
And just know who you are when you're walking in those establishments. And when you walk in there, you set a presence.
You are so funny.
So how was the experience there?
Actually, the experience was very good. I love both of the ladies that I had, there. And I enjoyed myself. I have the purpose now where at one point before I didn't. I make sure now that because when I was younger, everything was everybody else. I make a purpose now that I take care of myself.
Good.
And in actuality, I have to say that Pastor Gail Brown did that with her women's program, making me love myself again.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. How about you, Jackie?
Well, my mom transitioned many years ago, but my daughter who called in has told me that she's going to take me out. But I'll tell you, and this has nothing to do with doing for everybody else, because all of my family and friends know that this year has been me time and all about me. Having the boldness to say no without feeling guilty.
Good for you.
But I really feel like cooking. I feel like cooking for myself.
Okay.
All of my favorite foods. So I just might do that and take a rain check.
So what are you going to make?
Out. I'm going to make healthy things.
That's nice.
I feel like I had a shake.
And I may even juice.
Very good. How about you, Diane?
I go to church, and we have a wonderful Mother's Day program coming at Circle of Love tomorrow. And then I go to lunch, and then I go to work. 4 o'clock. So that's my day.
Did I forget to say my day absolutely starts with church? My father's house, 177 Harvard Street. I will be there.
Okay.
And so that's how my day begins, without question.
Very
Mine
nice.
too. I forgot to mention church as well. We're having something special tomorrow. It's high tea, they're calling it. We have to wear the Easter bonnet hat. We have to wear the dress, the white gloves. So they're having a special day, and the men are going to serve us tomorrow.
Oh,
nice.
I'm always serving women.
What right?
Butler.
What women do you always
Don't even try it.
No, seriously,
All of my clients are women.
Yeah.
I have a few men.
We're gonna take a break. Saved by the bell. We're gonna take a break right
Don't
now.
make me walk on eggshells.
We'll come back. I want to hear about the women that you serve.
Walk on rice paper, body mechanic.
We'll be right back.
She's getting.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your #1 resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the #1 supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow.
We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am Body Mechanic NYC.
OMG.
Chella, you got the lean. You got the Mother's Day lean. Chella's like this.
I got the lean. So, Body Mechanic, my daughter took me to the beauty parlor yesterday. She took me to lunch yesterday.
Oh,
she's coming over to my
nice.
home tomorrow and making a gourmet breakfast for my sister and I.
Oh, how nice.
I wish I could cook.
And how old is she?
27. And I'm going to give a shout out. I love you to Ava. She's going to be performing tonight. She's an actress and singer. She's in a show. She just was casted in Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, congratulations.
So she's performing in Lindenhurst.
Good.
Tonight. I'll be going alone because nobody wants to come with me. On Wellwood Avenue in Lindenhurst.
Okay.
At Studio One Theater.
He's not listening.
Oh, no, I picked up on it. Trust me. I just know how to get this thing fixed. I've been there for a long time. See what I mean?
It's all good.
Nobody's not coming.
You better
It's all good.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go. See, I always get abused.
So, Body Mechanic, it's not only women that are mothers.
No.
There are a lot of fathers that
it's
are
parenting.
raising
It's
children.
parenting. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Every day is Mother's Day. Every day is Father's Day.
That's
Every day is
right.
Children's Day. Every day is. Most of these things were set up for marketing reasons. So.
Right.
But every day is.
Hallmark cards. And,
Absolutely. They're all businesses.
Right.
You know. Like I said, there's not a day goes by that I don't think about my mother, my grandmother, and the
Right.
women that have influenced me in my life. I was very fortunate to be around men who were very gentle, and most of the people in my family, all of them are still together. They're like teams. It's incredible. I didn't see abuse. So when I came out into the world, it's interesting that I'm doing this kind of work now. And I'm really sensitive to how people talk. Let me tell you something. When you meet someone, just listen to their words. They'll tell you exactly what they're all about. And if they talk about other people, just stand by. It's just a matter of time before they'll be talking about you. I don't live in that world. So I'm courteous to everybody, but I understand exactly where they're coming from. We all forecast our life in 10 words or less by the tone of our voices, right?
So Teresa was on our show about a month or so ago, and she's been through this little exercise that we do with our guests. So I won't ask her to participate. So let me ask you ladies, as I asked you earlier, what's your favorite color? Now let me ask you, what's your favorite body of water? And 3 adjectives as to why.
This one is too delicious.
So Diane, it could be an ocean, it could be a bathtub, whatever.
Any body of water. It could be clouds.
Your favorite body of water.
Oh.
And 3 things as to adjectives as to why.
Can I say rain?
Absolutely.
I love the rain. I walk in the rain. I talk in the rain. I sit in the rain. If it's raining, everybody's calling me. Where are you? In your car? Outside? Are you wet?
So what about the rain is it that you like?
3 things.
Oh, it
3 words.
You know, I said, Lord, I'm not supposed, I don't know if I can worship the rain, you know, if I'm supposed to, but they say I do. I just, if I would use words, it would be the rain, it's my, I would say.
3 words, Diane.
3 words.
She's in the rain right now.
She's in
comfy.
I'm feeling it.
It's my.
You said comfy?
It's
comforting?
Yes, it's comforting. And it's cleansing. You know, I feel like it's just, it can wet me and drench me, okay? And then I would say the rain is, believe it or not, it touches my mood and my spirit. It calms me, you know? It really does.
Okay.
I can sit and just walk.
She's so animated, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the rain.
She's in the rain. Don't take her out.
I'm a rain girl.
I can see the splash coming off her eyelids.
And yet they say, how could you be such a rain lover and you can't even swim?
That's okay. That's okay.
But you know what's interesting? You know this goes. Remember we were talking about massage? See what rain does? It connects your body with your brain because when the rain touches, like when you're in the shower. If you've never tried this, go into your bathroom in your shower, turn the lights out, and just let the water hit you. And watch what happens. You start to feel your body.
Yeah.
And that's what it does. It brings it makes you feel alive.
I have an aunt in Vegas who loves the rain.
Oh,
She was brought up in Brooklyn, and it doesn't rain very often in Vegas. And when it rains, she used to send me videos. She goes, Cello, listen to this. She loves it. She gets so excited when it rains.
It's hypnotic.
When I lived in Pasadena, I put 2 cans outside my window, 10 cans. So when the rain hits, because it doesn't rain that often.
Yeah.
And when it hits, tick, 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 I'm like, okay, that's good enough. We went and bought music and the rain tapes, just so I could relax when I sleep. Just hear the rain pour.
Nice massage.
Rain is tranquilizing.
Yeah.
It is tranquil.
I mean, we're water. We're born in water.
Yeah. 75% water.
Your body's
75%. That's right.
When you don't drink it, you dry up. You look like dead pieces of fruit hanging on the side of the road.
Prunes.
Yes. So
How about you, Jackie?
The ocean.
The ocean.
Is vast.
Hold on, I need to drink some water.
Familiar. It's getting hot.
I need some more pollen.
Go ahead.
It's fun. I love to jump the waves.
Wavy.
It's fun, and it is very, very peaceful.
Peaceful,
fun,
fun.
and vast, huge. That sounds like a cella description.
Yes, it does.
Interesting. Ay, caramba.
Big
Go ahead,
like our
Dorita.
Father.
Well, when you first said the question, I just saw an ocean. And I have a reason for that. It's because you go into the deep, you know, and and then you look at the impossibility of just growing. You know, the vast impossibility of just growing is never ending. Never ending.
The infinite possibility.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, yes. It makes you take the limits off.
Exactly.
You know?
Scared of you,
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, I'm in a new place now, so I'm like, so when that's the first thing you said, I saw the ocean. And then I could bring others along with me.
Well, let me put my hat down again.
Okay. I could bring others along with me. It's not just about me.
You're right.
You
It's
know?
not just there. It's about all of us.
Yes.
But don't bring all of us.
Really? How about you, Maxima?
Again, like they said, the
Ocean?
I love the ocean. I love the beach. I love just even walking down the beach. You know,
What are three
it
adjectives?
relaxes
Three
me.
adjectives about it.
Relaxes me. It cleanses me. It renews my mind. Remember once I was going through so much. My sister lives in Florida, and she said, just come out here, you know, let's go somewhere. And we went down and we took a one-day cruise to the Bahamas. And we went to this resort for a day, and I went in the beach, in the ocean, and just watched. I felt like I was washing off so many of hurt, of pain, of so many different things, and I felt renewed once I came out of there.
Well, I hope those cameras are really focused in on those folks, because I'm dying to see what your response is when Chella tells you what this is.
All right, so remember those words that you use to describe the bodies, your favorite bodies of water. So those words are relative to how you view sex.
That's good. That's good stuff.
No comment.
Hold on a second. Too funny.
God. So with that said, we're going to take a break right now.
What is the water?
We'll be right back.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! I don't. Power.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Old Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power! Old Spice body spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power!
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the Body Mechanic NYC.
I had an awesome time today, Body Mechanic. These women are amazing.
Absolutely.
The energy, the subject matter, it's just been awesome. And I want to thank each and every one of you. And again, please take a flower, and we want to give you all a full body 1 hour massage for Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My bed still holds 2 out of 5.
I say
2 out of 5.
And who will be giving the massage?
Myself
The body
or the Body Mechanic.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just a little shy.
Does that include the feet too?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Absolutely.
girl, let
That's
me
the
tell
best.
you, you'll be dreaming about it for years.
So I spend most of my time on the feet. That's important, reflexology, because it
But-
takes
but-
care of everything else upstairs.
But lately, the Body Mechanic's been doing most of the work because Chella does a lot of the PR stuff.
No,
so you'll
that's
just
not
see the
true.
Body
You know what it
Mechanic
is?
slaving in the corner.
I've been
of it.
juicing a lot lately, and I'm swimming every night, and I just feel a whole lot of energy. So my hair is growing and my nails are growing. And I haven't had natural nails, like a nice length in a long time. So I like to keep them like little long so I look like cute. Therefore, I don't want to do any massages when we have our touch sensorium. I figure I got him there. Well, you don't need me, right? Plus, all the women want to go to him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Oh, I want the Body Mechanic to do me a massage, please. Yes, okay. So, ladies, in closing, can you share some closing remarks with us? Anyone?
I'm just so honored to be here, and you guys have been great. And happy Mother's Day to the mothers, and out there, my sisters, favorite Ann and Elle, and I'm looking forward to more panels and things like this, and another invite. There's some other topic I could get involved in.
There are many.
And I'm going to be taking you up on that massage. And,
You see what she said? See that?
Yes.
That's one so far. See?
Just those two.
Oh, okay.
Time's gonna get by watch.
Yeah, okay, but no, it's been an honor, and I'm really happy to be here, and it's made my Mother's Day.
Aww.
You know, I'm like, I'm on TV.
Body Shop TV.
Body Shop TV.
Chella said she has 5 awesome women. Let me tell you, she underestimated. Y'all are awesome. I mean,
It's really sweet.
I'm so honored to be here hanging out with y'all.
Me too.
Thank you.
Thank you again for reaching out to me. It was an honor, and meeting each of you was just a wonderful experience. But again, if you'd like to get the book, you can get it on Amazon.com, ZulinePress.com, and also BarnesandNoble.com. 7 Years of Silence, the book, Jacqueline Jackson.
Awesome. Very nice.
Thank you, ladies. It was good to hear everybody's story. Everybody has an impact on everybody. Everybody's a mother here. I appreciate you. I appreciate the wisdom. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. And happy Mother's Day to you. And thank you for the invite. It really took me back, to be honest with you. But again, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know, these 3 women I've known in my very, very past, early 90s, And it's just so awesome that we've resurfaced through mutual friends,
Yes.
just reaching out, social media. And I'm grateful that the three of you are here.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
And I see how God has blessed you, and you're
Yes.
going up that ladder, girl. You're going there.
Thank you.
And I'm really proud of you.
Thank you very
And
much.
then
Top
to
of the
me,
world.
body mechanic. I mean, you got a partner.
Yes,
You got the partner. Yeah.
P. That's my partner.
You better stop chilling.
Maxima.
I
love that name.
Thank you. You know where it comes from the Dominican Republic. They used way back then, a name almanac it's called. And I was born on St. Maxima's Day, and my mother gave me that name. And I'm like, couldn't you give me another name?
Oh, I like
it.
it.
Nobody knew how to pronounce my name when I was young. They would tear my name up. And I'm like, Mom, really? Then my sister was born on the same day. And my sister was born on the same day, and this woman said, don't give her that name. It's too heavy for her. I'm like, well, where was that woman when I was born? But I guess it fits. You know, I'm used to the name.
It could have been worse. I mean,
it could have been worse, really.
But
I'm
You
so
supersede your name by far. honey.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be here. When my sister invited me, didn't tell me much about this, but I knew that it was something of substance, something that I would love to be part of, because I knew that she always thinks about me. No matter what, she thinks about taking me everywhere that she goes. You know, and I love her. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. I'm honored to be here with you, you know, to be part of this panel. You guys have blessed my life today. And just thank you for having me.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
So, I too thank you for inviting me again.
Absolutely,
I had had a double whammy the past few weeks, being on the show twice.
Okay.
I want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom. She's in Vegas. She lives with me part of the year, but her and my dad like Vegas a lot more than New York. I don't know why, but you know, it always saddens me around this time of year because I lost my sister, and she's been gone 10 years now. So I always think about her, and the last Mother's Day we spent together. So Happy Mother's Day, Ginger, and thank you for inviting me again.
You're quite welcome. I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of you, of course, and my mom, Cecilia Figueras. I love you very much. And I'm wearing this necklace today, Black Girls Rock.
I didn't even notice it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wearing it in honor, and this show I want to dedicate to all the mothers that have lost their girls that were taken from them in Nigeria. I feel a connection there. I support the mission to bring our girls back. And I encourage everyone that's listening to jump on the bandwagon and help in prayer and support to bring our girls back.
Yes.
So with that said, Black Girls Rock, Happy Mother's Day to everybody. And
I want to give a shout out to my mom. Mom,
Yes.
I love you. I think about you each and every second of every day.
Happy Mother's Day, Powhatan Mom.
Yes.
Have a great week and love hard and kiss long.